The CEO took a small bite of the cake her granddaughter had bought, and instantly realized it tasted exactly like the one her husband used to bake. Surprised and emotional, she asked her granddaughter to hurry with her to the bakery, suspecting that the owner might be her long-lost husband. Every year on her birthday, her husband would surprise her with a lemon honey cake. But one day, tragedy struck. He went out to collect honey and saw a little girl being swept away by the sea wind. He rushed to save her but failed, the girl drowned, and he disappeared. The family was devastated. His wife refused to lose hope. For years, she prayed on the shore with their 3 children. But time passed, and her husband never returned. In truth, he had survived, but lost his memory. He began working as a security guard in their very own neighborhood. The amulet he always wore sometimes gave him a strange feeling, as if it was something he had seen before. The girl he had once saved grew up and took care of him, helping him search for his lost family. One day, the man's younger son appeared with a woman. But after so many years apart, the son no longer recognized his father. He demanded that the guard open the door, but the men calmly asked him to register according to protocol. The son, angry and impatient, refused to cooperate, even letting the woman slap and humiliate the old man. The girl tried to stop them, pleading with the son, didn't it hurt him to see his father treated this way? But the son exploded with rage. He couldn't bear the idea that someone might compare his father to a simple security guard. In anger, he almost attacked the men, but just then, his older sister called about an urgent family matter. Hoping it was news of his father's return, he rushed home, leaving the woman behind. When he arrived, it turned out to be a false alarm. But fate had other plans. The family nanny noticed an amulet caught in the wheel of the son's car and brought it to the woman. She immediately recognized it. It was the amulet she had embroidered for her husband years ago. The woman was overcome with emotion. She believed her husband had finally returned but couldn't find his way home. She ordered everyone to search for him and decided to throw a grand party the next day, hoping he would see her and find his way back. Meanwhile, the men realized his amulet, the only clue to his past, was missing. He searched desperately but had to stop to report for work. That night, he was assigned to guard a wealthy mansion where a large party was being held. Along the way, he overheard a familiar-sounding rumor, and fragments of his memory began to resurface. When he arrived at the mansion, the place felt strangely familiar. Images of his family began to flash before his eyes. As the night fell and the party began, he mingled among the guests, still trying to piece together his past. Suddenly, a little girl ran up to him and called him Grandpa. Confused, he thought she was mistaken, but the girl insisted and dragged him to the kitchen to bake a cake for her grandmother. Following the faint echoes of his memories, the men baked a lemon honey cake once again. But while they were celebrating, the girl's mother noticed her daughter was missing. Together with the younger son, she found the men in the kitchen and mistook him for a kidnapper. They dragged him outside and punished him harshly. Seeing this, the little girl ran to her grandmother with the cake, desperate for help,